Hello there, my friends. Great to have you with me here on day 4 of my 100-day challenge of videos. It's Melanie Weber. Pleased to see you. Today, I thought I would share with you a bit about an article that I stumbled across in Forbes magazine, actually, last month in June, all about Mr. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Now, I think most people on the planet would have heard of him, but I found it quite interesting, actually, just the magnitude of what he has achieved despite his beginnings. So, Arnold was, of course, born in a very small village in Austria, and he emigrated to the US when he was 21. And at that time, he spoke very, very little English. So, can imagine just how daunting it would have been to move to a whole new land where you don't speak the language overly well, which of course is your basis for communication, communicating what you want and being understood. So that would have been quite a surmountable thing for him to overcome. Of course, we first of all know about Arnold in his bodybuilding days. Now, I knew that he had won Mr. Olympia, but he has actually won it 7 times. Quite an achievement. And I don't know about you, but whenever I hear the word bodybuilder, Arnold is the name that I always think of. So despite humble beginnings, he's levitated himself to that level. Of course, after bodybuilding, he got into making movies, and he had quite a bit against him, because when you think of Hollywood big blockbuster stars like George Clooney or Brad Pitt or alike, he's not the typical stereotype. I suppose he just doesn't fit it. His size, the fact that he's got an extremely long and for some people unpronounceable surname. But also too the fact that he's got such a thick accent that he's not someone who you would typically think would be successful as an actor, but he's actually one of the highest paid action movie stars. So again, he's risen to great heights despite not really fitting the mold, I suppose. And the last thing, of course, in recent years that he's put his hand to is being governor of California. And he's been in that role, or been elected to that role, not once but twice. And when he was elected, California was the 8th largest economy in the world. So who would have thought that a kid from a small town in Austria could not only conquer the world stage in bodybuilding, in the Hollywood arena, and then in politics? So what does Arnold Schwarzenegger have in common with business, or what can we learn in the business world from Arnold? And it's really, for me, it's all around perseverance. It's all around not thinking that just because you're not the typical mold, or people don't see you as being able to achieve the typical achievements based on your stature or how well you speak or anything like that. Arnold is living proof that if you set your mind to something, if you have dedication, if you have patience and perseverance, then really you can achieve what your heart desires. And not just in one area, but in multiple, and be extremely successful in that regard. So I'm not the biggest Arnold Schwarzenegger fan, but I really do tip my hat to him in what he's achieved, despite not being your typical, well, I won't say bodybuilder, because he's obviously quite large, perhaps naturally, but particularly in the Hollywood arena and also too in politics, he's really done exceptionally well. So that's my sharings for today. Hope you enjoyed the video and learning a little bit more about Arnold. If you are enjoying the content and my videos I've done today, and you haven't subscribed so far, please do hit the subscribe button below and the bell notification so you get notified when I do upload my videos. So that's day number 4. Really looking forward to day number 5, and see you on the next video.